You were trying to cross the border, right?
Hey guys, and welcome to my first Skyrim guide. Today we're going to be talking about character creation. Now, what everybody struggles with at the beginning of an Elder Scrolls game is what his or her character is going to look like. Or if you're like me, you've been obsessing over Skyrim since last year and have been planning your perfect character for months now. Regardless of this, however, this video will guide you into ensuring that you have the ideal character to your playing style and tastes. In Skyrim, there are, like in Oblivion, 10 races to choose from. The High Elves, Argonians, Wood Elves, Bretons, Dark Elves, Imperials, Khajiits, Nords, Orcs, and Redguards. If you're going purely on looks, find the one that suits you and go with it. Although in my opinion, Bethesda have made all the races look fantastic, so for me it isn't an issue. However, if you're more interested in the skills and attributes each race brings, then this video is for you. Now before I continue, I'd just like to say that although each race has its own special abilities and strengths, your choice in race doesn't hugely affect your gameplay, and you won't feel that you're missing out on anything if you choose one or the other. No races have any inherent shortfalls that will prevent you from becoming the type of hero you want to be. Now, in Skyrim, there are 3 main character playing styles. These are the Mage, the Warrior, and the Thief. Within these categories, several races prove to be more efficient. I am going to go through each race individually, saying what it's ideally played for and the powers and abilities that it comes with. All races in the game start off with at least 2 spells available to them. These are Flames and Healing, 2 very useful spells to have when you first start off in the main questline. Now first off are the Argonians. Argonians fit within the Thief category, with a +5 skill bonus for Pickpocket, Sneak, Light Armor, Alteration and Restoration, and a +10 bonus for Lockpicking. Their racial power is Hit Skin, which regenerates health 10 times faster for 60 seconds, which is extremely useful when you're on the brink of death in a battle. Argonians also have a 50% resist disease bonus, and can breathe underwater for as long as you want. Next off are Bretons. Bretons have a +5 skill bonus for Illusion, Restoration, Speech, Alchemy, and Alteration, and have a +10 bonus for Conjuration. Bretons are certainly a good option if you're aiming to become a mage, and start off with an additional spell called Conjure Familiar. Their racial power is Dragon Skin, where they absorb 50% of the magicka from incoming spells for 60 seconds, which, when coupled with the 25 magic resistance Bretons have as well, serves particularly useful when facing enemy mages. Dark Elves, or Dunmer, can be either a mage or a thief, as they have attributes to serve both well. I would personally classify them as the Ranger class, as they have a +5 skill bonus in Alteration, Illusion, Sneak, Light Armor, and Alchemy, and a +10 bonus for Destruction. They start off with an additional spell called Sparks, which is particularly useful when fighting your first dragon in the main questline. Dunmer's power is Ancestor's Wrath, which does fire damage of 10 to nearby enemies for 60 seconds. Despite being useful when you start off the game, it loses its touch when you progress further within it. Dunmers also have a 50% fire resistance, which again is particularly useful in any dragon encounters you experience. High Elves, or Altmer, are in my opinion the best race for becoming a mage class. They have a +5 skill bonus in Alteration, Conjuration, Destruction, Restoration, and Enchanting, and a +10 bonus in Illusion. In addition, they start off with an extra spell called Fury, and have a very useful power called Highborn, which regenerates 25% of your maximum magicka each second for 60 seconds. Furthermore, they have a +50 magicka bonus when you start, the equivalent of 5 full level ups in the game. They truly are a force to be reckoned with. Next are the Imperials. They are inclined towards the Warrior class, and have a +5 bonus in Destruction, Enchanting, One-Handed, Block, and Heavy Armor, and a +10 bonus in Restoration. Their power is Voice of the Emperor, which calms nearby people for 60 seconds, a particularly useful lifeline when in a large mob. Additionally to this, they have an ability called Imperial Luck, which adds more gold to the containers found throughout Skyrim, which is very useful when you start off the game. Khajiits are a brilliant choice if you're keen on becoming a thief. They have a +5 skill bonus in lockpicking, pickpocket, alchemy, one-handed and archery, and a +10 bonus in sneak. Their power is Night Eye, which enables you to see in the dark for 60 seconds, which is extremely useful when trying to stay in the shadows. They also have the ability of Claws, which does 4 times the amount of damage in unarmed melee attacks than normal. Nords are the ultimate warrior in the game, having a +5 skill bonus in one-handed, block, smithing, speech, and light armor, and a +10 bonus in two-handed as well. If you want to become a warrior, but tend to wear light armor, the Nord is certainly for you. However, if you prefer heavy armor, I would go with the Orc, which I'll go over in a second. Nords have the power of the battle cry, which makes all nearby enemies flee for 30 seconds, buying you those vital moments to recover in a battle. They also have a 50% frost resistance ability, which is particularly useful in the harsh weather conditions Skyrim has to offer. Orcs are the green mean fighting machines of the Elder Scrolls. They have a +5 skill bonus in smithing, one-handed, two-handed, block and enchanting, and have a +10 bonus in heavy armor. Their power is Berserk, which halves the damage you take and doubles the damage you inflict on others, all for 60 seconds. This is in my opinion the best power in all the races, but this fierce skill comes at the price of not having any abilities, which is a major downside. Next up are the Red Guards. Red Guards are the scout class, and are sort of out of place in regard to the playing style categories I mentioned earlier, leaving them as a race that is decent in pretty much everything. They start off with a +5 skill bonus in archery, block, smithing, destruction and alteration, and a +10 bonus in one-handed. Their power is Adrenaline Rush, where stamina regenerates 10 times faster for 60 seconds, which is useful when you use a lot of power attacks in battle, but, like their 50% resistance to poison, is not as handy as other powers in the game. Finally, Wood Elves or Bosmers. Wood Elves are in the Thief category, with a +5 skill bonus in Sneak, Lockpicking, Pickpocket, Light Armor and Alchemy, and a +10 bonus in Archery. They also have the interesting power of Command Animal, which allows you to make an animal your ally for 60 seconds. With this, they also have a 50% disease and poison resistance, which is useful in some situations, just not many. So just to go over all that again, races best suited for mages are Bretons, Dark Elves and High Elves. If you want to be a warrior, I would either choose an Imperial, Nord, Orc or a Redguard. If you are looking to become a thief or an assassin, I would definitely go for an Argonian, Khajiit or a Wood Elf. Unlike Oblivion, once you've made your character, you don't need to worry about making a save game at any point, in case you wanted to change your race or appearance. The game kindly provides you with a save point right before you choose your character's appearance, which you can load at any point if you think you've made a mistake. One final point is the Guardian Stones. Littered about Skyrim are platforms with 3 sets of boulders with engravings representing the different classes: the Thief, the Mage and the Warrior. Activating one of these stones gives you extra bonuses to the style of play you want to experience, and these can be changed at any point in the game if you are in access of these Guardian Stones. This is a useful feature if halfway through the game you want to, say, switch your mode of play from being a mage to a warrior. Anyway, that's all I have on creating your character. I hope you learned something from it. Please leave a comment in the section below with your feedback, and you can check out my other videos on the channel. But until next time, adios.